strategy that we're going to see Horizon use, someone's got to figure out a better way of dealing with him on those windows.
We go into Oregon between Radix and Horizon. Thermite Thatcher, Sledge, Ivana, maybe not. On the other side, Fidget, get yourselves ready.
They're already locked in.
All right. Third map then, it's 1-1. We'll have some Oregon. We'll definitely get to Skyscraper and Clubhouse awaits should we get to the fifth map of our best of 5. It's Scoundrels here, Demos here.
You're joining
gonna chip in. Why not? I'm here. Storms and Main Hall on Oregon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get in and see who takes the 2-1 upper hand into Skyscraper.
Here we go. So it's the second floor. Dawn's Main Hall to start things off, and Demo. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary here from both of these teams. What are you expecting Radix to initiate as a first strat here?
It all depends on how the defending team does set up, of course. You always have to base your attacking strategies around the defensive strategies. Horizon, they're going to take for this attic hold, a common hold that I know that Radix do as well. So if you are going to try and push out these guys from the attic, you need to try and take from the big tower side and then push straight through with some of the destructibility that you can have. With, again, they have the Thermite on the side of Radix, as well as the Habana as well. But typically, Radix, they like to just go for standard master bedroom, take from armory, and they just try and force their way in from that angle. But that attic hold is going to cause them problems.
Absolutely. And we are going to see them start to move up. Fabio moving on to the connector between tower and, like you said, moving through the attic connector there. Coming in the inside. Going in through, looks like he's going through armory area, so trying to get inside the building there. Interesting that nothing crazy happening just as of yet. We often
very
see
slow.
First round, we often tend to see people feel each other out. You might see some early kills come through. Fabio actually well out in the open here. Hasn't been spotted out from that tower area. They haven't kind of opened up those angles just yet, but the people are in tower right now, so heavy roaming coming out from Horizon.
The thing is, these are two teams who've seen how well each other played yesterday, who've seen how well each other played earlier on today, so I would not be at all surprised if they're now all smiles on stage, but a little bit more cautious underneath.
We have the first kill already, though, Matt, as Fabio gets the first one. That's a great start for Radix, taking down the Jaeger, I believe. Actually, Capone drops to the floor here. Going to get back up. I'm going to start to rappel back onto the roof, but a good opening kill for Radix, exactly what they need. One of the roamers going down for Horizon as well. If you do lose that roam control of tower, that can be really difficult to defend that second site, because tower is such a good viewpoint to help control that dorm area specifically.
As you do see, the guy inside the attic, which will be the Valkyrie, is going to be the main cause for caution for Radix in this situation. Flashbangs get rid of the ADS, but in this circumstance it did not work. As actually, I think Joker actually dropped in hatch and went for the quick return, going straight up towards that big tower window. Didn't manage to land anything, however, and will be chased, and he does have to scurry way down to the basement.
Yeah, Joker retreats. Nasher taking a use of mirror window. Fabia still
on the roof,
rolling around on the outside. Just under a minute now to go on the first round of the third map.
It's definitely slowed down, and Radix need to start making some moves. But that was a heavy damage onto Capone. I think that was actually Joker that tanked him up hard. Yeah,
Pony barely still breathing, and this attack's going to have to start gaining some speed and making some progress. Everybody's
starting to go down.
Yeah, there we go. Pat is down. Sumac takes Pat out of it.
They are going to get, I think...
Fabia's going to revive Quake, so it's still 4.
Still low HP though, Matt, and actually Quake goes down eventually. Now 2 very low HPs on Thermite, on Sledge, and Ash really not that healthy either. Somehow Horizon have held on to this with 14 seconds to go. The smoke bombs are doing work. Smoke bombs are going to do work versus these low HP targets. And there we go.
Joker on Pony, TX on Fabian, and Nash's Melons will wipe that out. That timing was desperately going against them. Radix really had to accelerate and move things in. Horizon doing exactly the right thing, realizing, yeah, Radix are perhaps playing this a little bit too gently and too cautious and will mop them up.
I think it's important. What actually was the problem there, though, Demo? Like, Radix, were they just way too slow?
It has to be that guy inside the attic. They just had that fear factor, knowing that we cannot push him towards that master bedroom area with a guy still lurking inside that attic. If they wanted to make that push a success, They needed to get him out of that attic and push from the big tower area. And again, they didn't even manage to pick him off because he still managed to retreat and go for the picks as well.
I think they cleared Jaeger from attic and they assumed maybe there was just one person situated in attic, but what actually happened was that Horizon had 2 people situated in attic, Joker and I believe it was Tumas. So they had Tumas and Joker in attic at the same time. They took out one,
them rotate it,
and then Joker then came in and they had 2 people in attic, and that continued to provide that control. So yeah, very difficult. I think this is going to be another second floor defense here for Radix. Yes, it is.
Quake's already reinforced the watchtower. Pat's with him. Pony taking a look for himself.
Similar strategy that Horizon did also pull off. Again, Radix, this is a strategy that they did also perform yesterday against one-up Castle Barricades. Again, I'd imagine that Castle Barricade and that double window is for the fear of the Blackbeard, that Nasher could go there and just start raining havoc. Because again, it's similar like the way that he does play console. It's just a big open window that shuts down all of the crossfires inside the bomb site.
Well, we saw it yesterday, actually. I believe we saw Horizon try and do the similar thing. And they just had Blackbeard on those windows.
Kimbe playing that, I believe.
Yeah, sorry, Kimbe playing double windows, and that was double windows into sort of the kid's bedroom and the dorm, and he just held that really heavily. And actually just had great control of that area. So maybe, like you said, those Castle Barricades coming out specifically to deal with that. And they are bringing Blackbeard to the table, and I believe it is Nasher taking Blackbeard for Horizon Union.
No, it's Tumax.
Oh, Tumax actually taking her Blackbeard, so there we go, bit of a change of pace.
Nasher's decided IQ is going to be his option for this second round. Thing is, these teams have had a lot of opportunity to review VODs of each other. They probably thought this is what they would end up playing. Pats, Nasher, and Capone takes Tumax out of this. They know how each other plays on Oregon if they'd put the time in to review each other. There's plenty of maps to go around and plenty of VODs to review.
But Buck going down and IQ going down, that means Vigil is going to be a lot safer now. He can have that roam potential, and they've got complete control of Watchtower. Capone in Watchtower now on a second floor defense is an incredible asset to have with IQ going down too. And also Buck, you lose a little bit of that destructibility underneath as well with Buck being gone. So this is pretty big actually, I would say. They are running double soft destructibility though with the sledge coming through as Pat picks up Tumax trying to find a repel up, and that's going to be another down, or a trade actually. Joker going onto Pat, so Pat traded out the Blackbeard, but you might say that 1-for-1 trade is worth it, although Tristan gets a return.
Yeah, Melons leaves us now. 2-on-3.
Things are starting to slow down for Horizon. They've lost their main breaching core, their main aggressive core. They've lost their buck for that destructibility, which could have been used inside the dining room to clear out some of them anchor positions inside the kids. Also, Blackbeard's always going to be a big hit, as of course, you know, he's just going to be able to win all them gunfights, and then always losing Nasher is always going to knock your confidence down, leading into this final minute of the round.
So Trixton is attempting to deal with Pony in the Watchtower. But 48 seconds remains on the clock for somebody to stop dealing with Pony.
Yeah, but you need to
deal with Diffuser instead, but they're going to have to take him out of there. So very carefully, Trixton will make his way up. Pony saw him making a break across to the entrance of the Watchtower. He'll know he's coming.
Yeah, you need to deal with that Watchtower before you go for second floor. And they know they haven't got much time to work with, but they know if they don't take out Pony, he'll have such an angle on them. Yeah. You know, and he's actually now moving towards Attic Connector to at least try and get to that situation. I just don't know if they've got enough time to work.
They don't have enough time now, unless he pushes for it now. Joker, though, that's one thing he needs to do. Fabia's down.
It's pretty big.
Pony's still soaking up all the time from the sledge.
Well, he goes down. Tristan does deal with him. And now it's a 1 versus 2. Castle, the only man left alive. He actually trades back onto Tristan. So now it's going to be Joker versus Castle. Joker going for the kill. He's going for it. He's going for it.
Chased him around the door.
How did that happen? He just didn't shoot. He had seconds.
He pulled out a knife to try and catch him around the door, but just couldn't escape. They just moved ring a rosy around a bunk bed and holds it.
My bedroom.
Is that an error? Is that an error right there? He could have maybe taken the shot.
I don't think he had enough ammo.
He didn't have enough ammo.
Habana's gun only has 20 rounds. There's not a lot in it.
I think that would have been so close either way. Oh, goodness me.
Your bedroom.
Yeah, my bedroom. Shout out to Dez. He's not here with us.
Dez,
thank goodness.
Give good luck to Dez. He's doing another big project today. So if you
there he goes again. There he is. Look at that action pose. Like it. Yeah, good luck, Des, with where you are, and we know what you're doing. And thanks for all the hard work you did on the Premiership season. And to everybody who's been involved. It's been a really, really good Premiership season. I expect you'd like some more in the Six Siege ESL Premiership.
I'm sure that would be wanted by everybody as we have a
think so.
First baseman defense of Oregon coming through, and no surprises that we see smoke coming out. That's something that Kizza showed is so impactful, especially on laundry room defense and laundry stairs defense. And no one quite plays smoke like Kizza on laundry room defense, but still shows how effective it can be. Radix with lots of hard breach, though. Look at this. They've got Hibana, Thermite, and Dash. Huge amounts of hard breach.
No Blackbeard on either side.
No meet and hold. What's this about?
No meet and hold.
Like not really like any hard meet and hold. Like, you know, typically we're seeing like a lot of barbed wire. Typically I would have, you know, some barbed wire up front straight away. So it's interesting to see like them forfeit that front bit control, because that's where the main breach point's going to come in from.
Yeah, there's 3 hatches there, right? Or at least, you know, 2 hatches.
Yeah.
So what for you? Why is this so impactful? Not having a hard meeting hold. Like what kind of advantages is this going to give the attacking team?
Well, they have some of the walls reinforced, but the main way, like if I was pushing it, I would come straight into that front door area where you have then you can go left or you can go right without having like any barbed wire towards that area. It then doesn't alert you to know exactly which angle people will be peeking from, because you could have 2 people peeking from the left door and the right door, which then just completes a complete crossfire as well. Also, it's going to be easy enough with, you know, no bandits upside and stairs and attic, so it's just a Thatcher Thermite combo, pretty basic, gets it open. Joker just holding his ground. I would have liked to see him actually go for a bandit trick, waste more time, and possibly could have got a charge as well.
Thatcher deals with the bandit there, and so that allows Hibana to open things up.
Both these teams have had a taste of what being out of time feels like here. So this is a little bit better paced from Radix.
Oh, wait
but
a second.
Brixton gets a 2K on Quake and Melons.
That's a big pickup, and that's Tristan, I believe, in Watchtower area.
Yeah, that's like the rear stage area, just roaming up towards them, then backstairs, and again they made a connector in towards attic, just to, you know, play a bit of mind games. And it almost does catch him, but he does shake that off.
Oh, that's massive for Tristan, who has actually pulled out some really clutch moments here for Horizon in general, and Radix left reeling now. They're in a 3 versus 5 situation. They're going to have to pull out something special to put themselves back in this, but it's not going to be special enough because Joker gets a kill onto Capone, one of the key members from Radix, going down here, Matt. And this is looking pretty grim for Radix.
Pat and Fabian, only 2 still remaining with 1 minute on the clock for Radix. And all of Horizon still alive, and all of Horizon looking very comfortable where they are. Fabian, takes down Tumas.
That's a start.
It's a start.
You've got 50 seconds to make that start, but it's a start, I suppose. Actually, you did see earlier, Pat did miss a kill. An easy kill on the back, but unfortunately just wasn't quick enough off that. They're going to start to open up some hatches here. Again, you know, with that time ticking down, things will have to move.
From this stage, Smoke should win Horizon the game. Of course, you know, you need to at least push down these stairs by about a minute. C4 as well is going to come into play. So just Radix, they just weren't quick enough on the approach for clearing out that meeting.
Here we go, though. There we go.
There it is.
An easy peek. Joker, really, really good that round. But Tristan with the clutch 2 versus 1 and the Watchtower rear stage area. Very important for Horizon's defense. And I tell you what, it is blow for blow across these maps. No one giving anybody the space. It's so even. Absolutely.
And it's all defense to this stage.
Yeah.
We have 3 kills on the board for Fabian. We have 6 for Joker, though. Nasher just with 1. After the stand-up performances he's done on the first 2 maps. Not quite at home on Oregon, or maybe the rest of the team is getting the kills before he does. In we go with Ella pick for Bat.
Pretty standard pickup for the laundry. It's almost a complete mirror. I believe that this time they are going to take the Ela instead of the Valkyrie, which Tumas did favour. Again, maybe they just wanted to play more intel gathering again. Valkyrie cameras useful on every bomb site, every map. They just do help you in locations that you're not too sure of, in places that are hold to keep. This is interesting strategy which I've never seen before, and it's gonna be these guys trying to hold master bedroom side by actually sticking a mirror window, I'd imagine, possibly. Unless they're going to try and roam over towards the kids' bedroom area. So this is a strategy which I don't believe it's going to work for him, because there's too many ways that you can't get killed from inside that master bedroom area. Or possibly they just reinforce to not let anybody wall by and get a deeper angle over towards that big impact hole.
I feel if you give up kids' bedroom too easily, though, you've just got a Blackbeard who's going to control it so well, and I just,
It's a weird strategy, but see if it works. Because like, you never open that up.
But you also would never turn up at a match like this and pull something, you know, just out of thin air. Mind you do if you're Penta Sports. They've actually quite often done that and freely admitted that they do. Can Radix do what a Penta do then? Well, is this something they've cooked up? Let's find out.
Well, sometimes bringing a weird strat can throw the attackers off kilter a little bit, as you can see here.
And not just for one round, but for the next one as well.
Yeah.
Melons is got tagged from somewhere, from the wall, I guess, or through one of these barricades, but he took a little bit of damage.
Tumax has Blackbeard, not Nasher. Nasher in his IQ again, I think.
They're going to run with the same strategy they did previously, try and make it work for them. I think they might put a bit more impetus on trying to control Watchtower this time around. A lot of teams have been kind of letting that go lax, and they've shown if you have good Watchtower control, it can really give the key to winning this second floor.
I'm liking this strategy from Horizon, knowing that Radix have all this setup over towards that bedroom side. Why not just go for the side which they have not put any emphasis on, which is going to be that big tower and meeting room, because these guys are trying to stop the bedroom side push. So they're just going to completely just sack that off and push the other way, and then they can essentially lock these guys out from the attic if they do manage to station a flank coverage up in there. Again, it does limit them for going for the lobby drop hatch, because then you have to worry about people rotating towards your white corridor. Great shot from Nasher, shutting down Jaeger in that situation, so it's a really smart play from Horizon, sacking off, going for the pushes. Yeah,
here we go, but they trade 1 for 1. It's actually that sledge going down now. Pat returns that onto Tristan. Tristan being a great player for Horizon thus far in this game. Nash take a bit of damage as well. Nash pretty low on this IQ, and actually suddenly things starting to open up for Radix as they get another kill, and that's Tumas going down. Another key member. They cook the grenade, doesn't quite work out though. And actually Radix put themselves in a pretty solid position on this defense now, Matt.
Joko taking a lot of damage, not dishing much of it out. Pat wipes them out of this. Tumax takes the trade.
And it's down to 3 versus 2. Yeah, 3 versus 2, and that's a low IQ as well, like really low IQ, and that's like 1 or 2 hits.
Nash has done well to get out of there, actually. He was more surrounded than he realized, I think. And now Radix awaits. And again, we're in this situation where the attacking team are short on time and need to step it in there. And another defensive win feels like it's right in front of us again.
This is classic one-up as well, you know, this mirror window with the smoke defense on Laundry Stairs, and it doesn't feel like it's going to be easy with just 13 seconds to go. I think Smoke's got this right now. 3 versus 1. Another smoke grenade comes out to cover the angles. Tumac trying to get through in this Blackbeard, but I just don't know if he's got enough time. No, he moves through. He dies, and Fabia cleans it up. Still a 100% defense record here on Oregon.
That will be equaling up to rounds apiece. I did like what Horizon did try with not wanting to push the members of Radix who were roaming over towards that bedroom side, of course. Possibly next time, if they know that that's where Radix want to put want to hold is over towards that bedroom area, then simply, you know, go for a full construction take the hard breach, the Thermite, take Candelas and try and push in towards the B. Not the common area, but still could work if they don't want to try and challenge these roamers, which they're having problems with.
Ying coming
picks,
through.
yeah, Ying for Pat, who's been mixing it up a little bit. Nothing wrong with playing the same op that you're used to. We were chatting to a few players about this last night. A couple of the guys were saying they've actually had criticism been sent to them about how, why do you always play this one operator? You're only good at this one operator. You know what? If you're in a Rainbow Six ESL Premiership final because you're good at a one operator, good for you. That's how the pros do it on any esport there is. That's how a lot of professionals do it. You can be a fantastic Ash main or whatever, and that may be all you do on that team. And it works for you, and it works for that team. I don't understand why anybody would criticize the players who can do that.
Some operators are like a one-glove-fits-all type thing. Like they function in so many different kinds of
compositions. I would say fits underneath that.
Exactly, yeah. And Ying can definitely fit into a lot of things to do for Pat. So first time we've seen him bring Ying, I think, to Oregon, though, so far. He played a bit of it on Consulate previously, but we haven't seen him bring it to Oregon yet. But Sledge is an example of that, been brought every single time by Radix, and why not? Sledge is very versatile, can do what Buck does, and people kind of straying away from Buck, maybe just for this update, because there's a small issue with the skeleton key switching over to the shooting. But
so this will be Horizon going for this top floor defense. Radix not changing anything up from the previous time, just putting on the armory, trying to get himself inside that area. This time Nasher's going to play the smoke, which another operator, which we've not known him for playing, and he's going to be playing more of an aggressive smoke player, where typically, whoa, there you go, aggressive smoke with that great SMG11 does get the head and does take, that's basically Ying out of commission before she could even do anything.
Yeah, we won't see what Pat can do with Ying just yet, not at least on this round. Nash has taken Pat down and fancies some more.
He turns his back though, and does take a hit. Very close to going down there as the Radix push in. Look at this. Everything's very, very close quarters right now for Horizon. All stacked up around that main hall kids dorm area. 2max
has gone down a few times early for his team. That's just the positions he's been playing in and doing his job. Still with us though, as are all the members of Horizon, except for 2max. I spoke too soon. Quake's taking him out. That's my fault then.
Caster's curse, Matt. You'll get used to it. It happens all the time.
I'm a proper caster now.
You are. You've got Caster's curse as applied
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. Actually, Sledge goes down, and then Nash is going to convert on that.
Shotgun.
As we see 2max trying to find an opportunity to get that angle open here. But 3 versus 4 now with 1 minute 20 to go. And we'll see Nash pretty low himself. Joker moving up. Head towards main hall.
Joker coming in at speed.
Yes, he is.
And now
he's giving the angle away, and he turns and tags him.
Great shot.
Oh,
Ellens is down. Joker wants a second when he knows it's there. Fabio takes him, trades him. 2 versus 3 with 1 minute left to go for Radix. We're in that situation again.
Smoke's been popping early though, so there's a bit of time to work with once the smoke's done. Quake's going to do some droning to see what he can find. Fabio's going to continue to hold the angles. Ooh, Fabio, be very careful on that because the other guy just turned to the left. A lot of this pre-firing is giving away people's angles, which is allowing the defenders to then turn and get the tag. It is sometimes necessary to pre-fire because you want to move around the corner and make sure you can hit them if they're there, but sometimes it does also give away that you are moving through. As that is going to be 2max picking up a kill onto Quake, and now it is going to be Fabio on this Habana versus the world. Takes the tag already. Nah, I think this is this might be tough.
Yep.
Tough indeed.
Nasher, what a round from him.
Agrees with you.
On the smoke. That's an operator where we typically don't, associate him playing that smoke player because we're used to seeing more anchor players. But he played it very aggressive, and it did work in them circumstances. I would say that Horizon figured out Radix can only push this one way. They don't do anything else other than this master bedroom armory hold. And then having these little bit of resources, these shotgun holds, and then him actually playing aggressive off it, worked wonders for them.
Melons, nothing on the board yet except 3 and 5 where he doesn't want them to be.
Wait a second, that's not been locked in, surely. Is that?
That's a dot.
That's a dot. Not yet. Castle's in, Vigil's in, and Doc is in.
The Doc is in, so we have a Doc coming out.
So
for
Melons
Radix.
with no kills on the board is coming in as Doc.
What do you make of that demo?
It can work. Again, it's an operator which we do not see all too often. I know we did see it in week 6 of the Premiership, and it was Fable.
I think we saw it yesterday once as well, but I'd be pushed to remind you which team it was on.
That's just turned the mushroom yesterday. The advantages of bringing a dock for this bedroom is if you're having issues with people getting down primarily towards the white stairs, you're going to play your dock inside the kids because that's the main anchor position. If we talk about players such as Horizon, like if they put the Blackbeard on that double window and cuts down the crosses, and if somebody does get down on white stairs, that means you cannot run over and get the revive because you're going to get shot down from Blackbeard. So then having that advantage of reviving somebody from across the room could come in big for defending the kid's bedroom, especially whenever it is so close quarter off a bomb site. It's one of the smallest bomb sites we do have out of the entire game.
Well, we'll have to see if it works out for Radix. There's been a 100% defense record so far in Oregon, and this is the first time we've seen really anybody shake up the tree.
Nasher wants some action as Ash. Blackbeard, I think that'll be 2max again. Hibana Buck and Sledge. Yeah, 2max is Blackbeard. And there's the first one from Doc.
Still playing it slow at this stage. Pony on the Vigil, who has been known to cause problems on this operator.
And in that position.
Yeah, especially in that big tower where he can perform so well. That's going to be the first blood going in the way of Horizon. That's going to be Tristan picking up the kill. And that does get Horizon off to an early lead, and this is where then this downstairs control that then they can get the buck in, and that could be big getting rid of these anchor positions.
You're going to see 2max just kill himself off to help him get revived back up to 50. He just dropped off the side of the building there. Now getting back up. See 2max holding this angle, taking a trade over on the other side. Some quite manage to get the kill, though. Does did a little bit of damage, though, to Doc. Melon's got to be super careful. He gets grenaded out. Tumas, great with the grenade. And suddenly they're starting to tear apart this defense. And if Horizon can win here, this puts the pressure onto Radix, because that goes then to map point. And Horizon then moving into Skyscraper, which was their pick. Suddenly things start to get a little bit spicy. Great offense so far from Horizon, if I'm completely honest. And that Vigil in the tower hasn't yet done anything, though I speak now. Quake picks up a kill onto Tumas. Nash is going to get a return onto Quake. You can see here, Tumax.
Tumax should have taken that, but Pax has knocked him down.
Up to Capone now. Capone in the very, very low pulse left alive. But they are going to plan.
That's the first time I think this whole map that the diffuser's actually gone down. Pats wiped out Nasher.
At this stage, it should be Horizon taking this attacking victory, finally breaking the curse of all defenses. Again, all they have to do is just sit on top of that small watchtower and watch the diffuser at this stage. Joker is going to be on the ground level if they do try and go for the long arm, but Tristan should have this in the bag from this angle that he can have.
Doing their best to move in onto it, but like you said, Tristan's got a great angle from the window. That's going to be Joker picking up the first one, and that's going to be Tristan trying to take the second. There's no way that he can take this angle, and Tristan gets the kill. Horizon put themselves on map point on Oregon, and they do have that 100% defense record to work with. It is the only defense that has lost so far, being Radix.
So Demo, how did that happen? How did we finally get an attack win?
They mix things up. We typically just seen the attackers push it from master bedroom. Both teams were set up to counter that. Again, you had Radix, they had the attic control. This time, Horizon, they wanted to take control of the downstairs area, clear the rumors, which they did. Then they wanted to get Buck in and start clearing out some of them anchor positions inside kids. And then from that area, then it's just a quick jump in, through the double window, plant right beside it, and then from there you just have to watch the angles. So they did mix things up, which was the main thing that I think Horizon should take away, that they broke the deadlock, which is great to see.
Yeah, Horizon will be very confident going into their match point round, their first one.
Here we go then, Horizon. The pressure is on a little bit, because if they convert this, this is going to be another map in their back pocket, taking them to 2-1 in this best of 5 series. And then they get their pick, which is Skyscraper, which really is another one of those maps that's hard to call, because we haven't really seen too many people play on it, but Horizon maybe feel comfortable enough to take that as a pick in that situation.
They played it twice during the season. They won one, lost one. Radix beat one up on it yesterday. That was that opening map. That
was a bit of a messy. That was a messy map.
It was
though.
also one up without taking anything away from Radix. That wasn't one up ready to go.
No,
like they should have been. That's one up's fault. They should have been coming out of the blocks. Chatting to them last night, they intend to really come at Enix from the start. That's the grand final, though. Later on, we'll get to that. We've got more of this to look forward to.
Here we go then, Horizon. Nothing out of the ordinary for Horizon. They also have a very solid basement setup with that mirror and the smoke too. So if they can wait enough time, they put themselves in a great position in this situation to convert. And this is where we saw 1UP convert as well, using that basement defense with the mirror and the smoke, and that was so easy for them to do. So it's up to Radix to actually force the issue in this scenario, really.
Fabia getting some useful intel out there. Joker's happy in position. Tumas just underneath him.
Playing a very aggressive position, Tumas, right beside that double door. Quick bandit trick from Joker. He did try it, but the bandit pellets did go off in time. Again, it's not like a thermite charge where he would have died from that explosion, but does take some damage nonetheless. So
takes a little bit of nerve.
Yeah, it does. They're starting to move a little bit quicker now, Radix. You can see the pace starting to pick up, which is the main thing that we talked about they need to do. And this is where the thermite are going to come in. Attic then is going to get opened up eventually, and then they're going to start with this aggressive push.
See what they can do here. Just finding one pick will help Radix out immensely. There we go. Just said it.
Tumas again, first one down.
And that'll be Melons taking the kill, who has been in the video. They said that he's a great fragger as well in his own right. As actually Quake gets traded back by Tumax, who's stepped up to the plate for Horizon when they needed it. He has been excellent this series, Tumax. Really shone a little bit like Capone was. He has taken a lot of damage though, so they're going to take him down and get him back up to 50.
Just as well, because Mira barely had a breath left in her body. And now Radix will not want to see that 1 minute tick by, because that's not worked in their favor at any time. It's 4-on-4.
It's good that they're pressuring Laundry Stairs now, though, rather than later.
You need to do it by a minute at least. Oregon's a map where you're always on a timer, because everybody always brings a smoke. You have to keep moving. You have to make sure you clear out the meetings, and then you have to start baiting out the smoke grenades. This is good from them. 1 down, still a minute to go.
Yeah, this is, like I said, to get that laundry stairs pressure early, force Smoke to use his resources. He'll have to do another one right now, and you can see he's only got 1 left available. That would probably give them around 30 seconds to work with. And once Smoke's grenades are gone, that zone controller laundry stairs drops, and suddenly you can start to move into that bomb area.
Nasher is just going to start pushing in aggressively, misses his shots, but then he is going to get punished from Fabia with that quick jump in.
Just
the
like you were saying.
does get planted. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Again, aggressive Nasher on the smoke. Joker's going to pick up, I believe that's another kill for him, and then Fabia getting himself another kill. He's playing pretty well in this Oregon map.
Absolutely, and here goes Fabia again. He gets taken out eventually. It's a Wobber Swap, but Pat is going to convert, and suddenly Radix get themselves back in the zone. Not out of the woods just yet, but they have now got defense, and defense has been pretty good. They do finally crack the defense of Horizon, however.
So I'll ask you the same question I asked you a round ago, Demo. How did we get an attack win that time?
They picked up the pace. They did something that they didn't do before, which was actually start trying to take these fights inside the meeting. They managed to clear out kids, and they pushed straight through, got these walls open up inside meeting. I would possibly say Tumas on the Valkyrie inside meeting played a little bit too aggressive. He was caught in position, of course, whenever that Habana hole did get opened up. So maybe if he did play a bit more passive whenever the pressure did get implied, then it could have been a different story with being 2 people inside meeting rather than just the 1 guy who was left at the bandit.
And we mentioned it, like pressuring laundry early is so important against the smoke, and we saw so many resources from smoke wasted early, so that was good as well. And Radix now have that basement defense. Again, classic combo here with the mirror smoke. They're going to bring Pulse, Jaeger, and Bandit to the table too, and Horizon. Wow, lots of mix of both hard and soft entry coming through with the Sledge, the Buck, Habana, the Ash, and they're going to bring the Blackbeard too. And then we assume that's going to be 2 max on the Blackbeard, because he was generally been 2 max.
It is, yeah, he's there. He was one of the best opening fraggers of the season at the start of the season. That was back in January now.
A long time ago now, isn't it? It's great to see, how guys have, evolved, how after so much practice inside the Premiership, we see the improvement, I would say. You're looking at people such as Pony, who has came leaps and bounds since his first game. And, he still is performing. Like, even looking at his last game as well, even though Radix did still drop that map on Consulate, Pony still played standout. He was winning them gunfights, and he really was untouchable.
It's been a bit quiet on Oregon, though.
Yeah.
As Pony.
Yeah. Yeah, particularly for a player like Pony, who we have talked about so much over yesterday. And just growing in confidence. Perhaps the opposite is true now. Perhaps he's not having his game and he's just not getting into it yet. Horizon, though, still with the upper hand. 4-3 in favor of them. I won't curse Tumas by saying anything about how he's still alive. And he is still alive.
He's going to open up towards Attic Connector.
Nash is ready, though, to take advantage of what Tumas is baiting. Pat makes his way downstairs.
I'm liking this attack approach from Horizon there. They don't want to challenge these roamers because we know how strong the roam game from Radix is. I would say they're probably the best team here with the roam game. I've just cursed it. What is this? But then the trade out automatically does happen. Pat, you miss your shots and you get punished by Nasher, like who will not miss his shots against you. 4 versus 3 advantage inside Horizon's half with 1 minute 20 to go.
Yeah. We cursed Tumas, but they got a 2-for-1 trade overall, and Buck actually did open up a little bit of space in. Probably not anything relevant around the bomb side, but it did open it at least enough to allow that 2-for-1 trade to happen. They still have the hard entry of the Habana. They still have Sledge to allow some soft breach too. So they've still got plenty of angles to work with here, have Horizon.
Yeah, I'm feeling like this is a plan that's gone to pieces, and they're not entirely... I think they're rebooting what they were going to do.
They've definitely got limited time to work with. They're not pressured laundry or anything, and it's still, sub 1 minute now. This is exactly what
Radix would have wanted.
Yeah. The only option I see that they could go for at this stage is to go for the drop hatches and try and push their way in towards the supply room. Again, Smoke is just going to be looking in towards the main stairs. He's not going to be focused about that back drop hatch. And if Nasher does then go for the quick drop, wins his gunfights, then Horizon could be able to take it But looking at it, possibly Radix have a feeling that we will see then these back hatches being dropped. Tristan up close and personal inside that electric room, as Quake still is going to use his last gas grenade, also going to get shot from one of the corridors. Trades do come out. Mira gets one, but equally gets straight out by Joker, and then that's going to be Quake getting the trade. So 2 for 2, Plant has to go down. 2max has to cover him. 2max
does cover him as he gets the drop here, and he's going to try and go for the second. Blackbeard gets almost a double, but attackers win because Tristan and 2max convert. And Horizon take Oregon and go 2-1 up in the series.
That's an unbelievable finish right there. Just one of those moments where you think the diffuser's not even going to get down in time. Not only does he get down in time, so do the blue bodies.
What happened there, Demo? Like, it felt like smoke got pushed all the way